Hey, everyone. Got a little pre show going on, is all. Just playing a little bit of poker. Finishing up in a tournament. I'm 4th of 7 at the final table. In the money. And we're just going to play it out. It went longer than I expected. So, my stream coming up here shortly. In the meantime, feel free to make any comments. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. There's a PayPal link down there for anybody who wants to share some love. Of course, every little bit is appreciated and helps. So, whatever you can is always appreciated. I don't know if you guys know anything about poker, but hope you enjoy it. I have fun with it. I used to play real money poker out here at the casino. Quit that years back, but I still enjoy the online free play poker. Currently built my stack of free chips up to about 22.5 million chips. These tournaments are 25,000 chips to enter. Such an exciting game. Well, like I said, we're down to the last 6 players now. And this guy up here is not going to last the next hand, so we'll be down to 5. What's the tourney say for 5th place? 5th place, I'll make at least 80,000 chips on 25,000 chip investment. 4th place pays 111,000. 3rd place pays 154. 2nd pays 213, almost 214. And then 1st place pays almost 300,000. Oh, I'd have hit that one. runner. Kings, 7 king would have given me a full house if I'd have just called that. Everybody feel free to comment in the chat. You're playing blackjack, huh? My favorite is the Hold'em. I do pretty good at it. But we're going to finish up this tournament here, and then we'll get into the video. Damn it. How have the cards been running? Let's try it for the flop. See, as long as he doesn't try to push all in. I gotta be able to hit it square on that flop in these late parts of the tournament. Can't chance it. If it would have hit me better, I might have called that. And I guess this here, like the video is titled "Bringing Evidence of Contract Powers." This is kind of like bringing evidence of my poker powers, guys. So far, and if I get knocked out here, fourth place pays $111,371. So I'd still quadruple my investment of $25,000, more than quadruple. Too bad it's not real money, though. You know, they did something with that back in 2016. The federal government, because of the way internet poker works, and I don't know how World Series of Poker gets around it. I have to do some more research on that, but damn it. But according to the banking laws and stuff, and how the electronic funds transfers work, you can't play supposedly online money poker games in America anymore, except with World Series of Poker. And I imagine that's because they're following certain deposit guidelines where the customers can't deposit except with a certain a bank of some sort. Can't get any cards here, but I'm hanging on. See, it's the later stages of these tournaments. See, the blinds start out at 10 and 20 at the beginning of the tournament, and it's a turbo, so the blinds go up every 5 minutes. There's a clock up here, and they go up every 5 minutes, and they tell you what they're going up to next: 800, 1600. Average stack is 16,087 or 870. So I'm a quarter of that stack. I got to be able to make a move here with some cards. I can't get any cards though. And also, I guess later in these stages where you've only got 4 players on the table instead of 9, you're able to be a little bit more lenient with your hands, and this is where the bluffing part comes in the most. Made it through that one. That was an open end straight. He could have hit that easy. Do a Hail Mary here with a 9-8 offsuit, according to the board and the way it's been playing. See if it throws me that straight. Oh, he's just going to give it. Good deal. Works for me. As long as I'm not bottom man anymore. Scotty Waddy. Try another Hail Mary. Like I said, it's free chip. I wouldn't normally do this in a cash money table. But hey, if it's working, huh? Now we got him. See if he got this ace jack beat. You got to have ace queen or ace queen. Oh, he's going with 7-8. Oh, and he hit the 7. See how that donkey shit works? All right. So I won 111,000. Good enough for me. Greetings, everybody. Greetings. Let's get into it. Okay. Greetings, 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 everyone. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. There's a PayPal link down there for anybody who wants to share some love. All is appreciated. And of course, I'm not going to do a panel tonight. I'm just going to go through and I'm going to explain some information from my firsthand experiences and how it works for me, according to the research I've done and the way I've expressed it in this documentation and the communications I've had. And so I'm going to start out by explaining there was a while back that before I joined this panelverse, I had a job. I was a painter. And during the course of painting, I ended up with a pain in my shoulder and my back area here. And it wouldn't relieve itself. I thought it was a muscle cramp or something like that of the nature from painting. Wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, paint up, paint down, paint up, paint down. Yeah. And I thought it was from that motion. And come to find out, it was only the motion that gave warning to an underlying issue of cancer. And so I went to the emergency room, not knowing it was cancer at this time. No one did. And I went to the emergency room to hopefully get some kind of pain medication or muscle relaxant or something to help. Now, what I'm going to show you is what I got from the emergency room. And when I tell you that the law is contract, they express the law is contract themselves. Even in emergency situations. And they hand you a document that says, read that out for me, folks. Big and clear. Sales agreement. Unity Point at Home, which is Allen Hospital. Allen ER. Allen ER. Then, of course, it goes through and says, you got your demographic sticker here, which is a set of boxes with the name, address, and all that. Your demographics. And then it's got a big box that says, choose equipment to be provided. And then it's got a list of all the equipment. And then it's got hand, finger, and it seems to be an extension of equipment provided on the other half of the page. Equipment provided. See all the boxes and the address boxes. Okay. Then it goes down. And it's got this little area down here with the obtain physician signature, date, and diagnosis. There is none. And down here at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of faded. But it says, by Benefactor, Keith Little. Authorization to bill. Assignment of benefits. Assignment of benefits. What is the benefit? What is the assignment of benefit? The assignment of benefit is a right to payment. And I, as the assignor, assigned Allen Hospital the right to receive payment. I did not assign that I would pay, except for the contract terms and conditions on the back. Under sales agreement, again, wherein it states
the customer agrees to pay the stated price for the equipment, it being understood that credit will be given to the customer's account for payments received from any medical insurance program or from any third party. Payments received from any medical insurance program or from any third party. States first person. Keith Little is the second person. I am the third person, the customer, who agrees to make the payment of the debt for the debtor, Keith Little. And in assigning so, I assign rights to ER to receive the payment from Keith Little. Now, just like I've explained to you how the courts use the last name and they convert it, and they use the social security number and they convert it. The last name they convert to a firm name, and it is just the first four letters of the last name, just like we see it here on the paying script in the top right corner. See, the full name is Little. Full last name is Little. And notice they put it Little, comma, Keith. It's because the medical society is a military branch, and that's military style. So again, they convert the last name to a firm name as if though you're investing in them, and they use it as an investment. The simple approximation of money is commercial paper. Your sales agreements, prescriptions, things like these are all evidence, and it's the data elements that are being exchanged. That's where the value comes from. So through all of this, they eventually, because the pain wouldn't go away, it kept getting worse. And I had to make a couple emergency calls to have them come take me to the hospital because it just kept getting worse. And then they were finally able to do a scan and come to find out I had lung cancer, and that the cancer was actually pushing against the nerve pack in my back. And that's where the pain was coming from. And so the motion of the painting was just mobilizing the muscles around that nerve pack enough to give me warning that something else was going on. Thank God I've been cancer-free now since earlier this year. And during the time of receiving treatment at the local cancer clinic, what they do is they give me an intravenous liquid that has a medication in it that is bound to my white blood cells, and then they give it back to me. This is my interpretation of what happens. And so every 6 weeks they do that. And every 6 weeks I receive something in the mail. And you'll see this one is not opened. I just received it today. That's why I'm doing the video. This is the evidence of your contract hours. The amount you may owe is 0. I guarantee it. That's what this will say. I've had several of them. And in with that statement saying that I owe 0, there is also going to be an appeal form so that I can appeal their decision, because their decision is that they're not going to pay. So let's open it up. And as I pull it out, Unfold it. Oops. Which one is it? Iowa Total Care. And notice it says electronic service requested. They're wanting my email. It says, Dear Keith Little, we have received what's going on with my lighting here? We have received a claim request for member name Keith O. Little. Claim request 4. The status of this request is enclosed. If you have questions about this review, please contact us at, and then it give you the number. Iowa Total Care Appeals Department. Now, on the back of that same sheet, notification of denial of payment. This is not a bill. 6/4/2025. Keith O. Little. Don't care if you know my address, guys. Okay. Iowa Total Care is sending you this notice because we have denied some or all of a payment for medical care or treatment you received. You owe $0 to your provider. This is not a bill or a request for payment to Iowa Total Care. Please read this entire notice. It will explain our decision. If you think this decision is wrong, you can work with your provider to appeal. If you have questions, please call the phone number on this notice. If you do not agree with our decision, your provider can appeal it. Your provider can appeal it. So why would I want to appeal it when it says I owe nothing? And then to show you what I'm talking about, it concurs on this, which is information about this payment denial. Provider, Allen Memorial Hospital. $17,459. Injection pembrolizumab, 1 milligram. Amount you may owe $0. So when it comes to the contract terms and conditions, if they demand payment from me in contract terms and conditions, then there's equal consideration. Credit is a form of money. You didn't exchange any data elements with me. Did I get your information? Was I able to invest it for my purposes without you knowing? See, that's why it's important to look at your documentation, folks. I urge everybody, the next time you get a medical prescription, look at it. Look at it. In the top left-hand corner, it's going to have the first 4 letters of your last name. That is indicative that they have used a firm name and the Social Security number as part of an investment. And they converted the Social Security number from its hyphenated form to the Social Security number without any hyphens. And that form is called an obligor number. And this is where I'm going to remind everybody. There's a simple premise by their own definitions and everything that The individual's name and social security number identify the social security record. So when you use those identification indicias, numbers and letters and stuff, in certain styles and formats without knowing, you're going to end up owing debts because you believe them when they say you owe a debt. Whereas if you're a true Christian and you really do know those scriptures, you would understand that it says, owe no man anything but to love one another. For to love one another is to fulfill the law. And if they truly love you and they have a way of helping you keep your life, isn't that the truest gift of God? So hallelujah. Praise God, cancer free. And sometimes it doesn't take money the way you think it does. See, these people that are doing this, they all still get paid. They all still get paid. You're the only one that believes you owe a debt. Why would you owe a debt to them? Our own purpose in life is to serve our brothers and sisters. So think about this and remember, firsthand experience will show you the way. If you learn how to ask questions and do your research, like I've said many times, don't believe me, don't believe the neighbor, don't believe the government, for crying out loud, don't believe your mother. Do your research so you know. And you know me, I love you, but I don't give a rat's ass whether you love me back. That's to say, I don't care if you hate me, I don't care if you don't respect me. That part's on you, so may God bless you. Have a good night.